Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Schalke Ones for the Future save. Now we are rolling into our third season at Schalke with the mission of getting rid of all the players that are over 30. The other stipulation is that I can only sign players 21 or younger, so it's a case of trying to find the best players as possible. All in the meantime, those players, if they produce really good value, get them sold on, find a new player to replace it to help reduce the debt down. That was astronomical, around about £250 million in debt at Schalke, which we have been reducing slowly. So yeah, we are into our third season now. So let's dive straight into it after the intro. Right then folks, so first things first, let's have a look at the squad as it stands at the moment, and you'll notice there's a few new additions to it. I will show you also, looking at the general info now, looking at the age of the squad. The average age of this squad now is 21. That's how much I managed to reduce it. Look at all the players that are 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 20, 20, 20, 19, 19, 19. I'm going for a real young side here, a la, as much as I hate to say it, Alex Ferguson style at Man United when he started rolling out the youngsters. Kind of that philosophy going on, with only two players now, Schallenberg and Baumgart, who are in their mid and late 20s. Baumgart, coincidentally, is wanted, but I don't plan on getting rid of him until the end of this season once he's turned 30. But yeah, looking at this, also Baumgart coincidentally is our vice captain. I don't particularly want to get rid of that position at the moment. But yeah, average age of the squad 21 now. A very determined squad personality, so it's starting to build up quite nicely. You'll notice our star striker does have a little promise thing. A couple of bids came in for him. Nothing that I deem necessary because his value jumped up even more. So much so that I've placed a value on him of 42 million, which ain't bad for a free transfer. And he started off pretty well this season again already. So I'm hoping he's going to show that he's not a one-season wonder. But also, you'll notice from the previous episode there were a few players in that were on loan, and those players I've decided to make permanent. Kiergaard being one, Sucic being another, and Thomas being the other one. But that doesn't mean I've scrimped on the transfers this time, because looking at our transfer history, we actually managed to spend a bit of money because we actually got a fairly decent transfer budget. So, out of all the players on here, the most expensive was Sucic and Kiergaard, both of them from Salzburg. Fairly good deal, 12.5 million for those two players. I was quite happy with. Then I got Callum Doyle in for 4.8 million. Needed another centre back, along with, well, I kind of splurged a little bit because I decided I got 3 new centre backs. So, oh well. And then I found Paul Scholl, Bayern Munich 2, who has great potential ability. Again, only 19, still lots of room to grow and progress. So yeah, I'm very happy with that signing. Justin Janecek, again, another one with loads of potential, bought in from St. Gallen, but also a former product of the Bayern Youth Academy. So again, another very, very good, talented German centre-back. And then went on to Lauren Ulrich, who's more of an attacking-minded player. A little bit of work to do on the mental side of things, but technically and physically still a very good player at the age of 20, and he can play anywhere pretty much in the midfield, so I'm more than happy with that signing. And coincidentally, I got him from Stuttgart because Stuttgart got relegated, so I managed to get him for a bargain price. I did try to sign their goalkeeper, but wasn't having it, so oh well. And then just a couple of other players that came in for free transfers and loans. So yeah, I got Nelson Viper from Mainz as another striker. back up to see how he gets on. I got Ben Doak from Liverpool on loan, which cost me an absolute fortune in loan fees, but that's just the way the game is. Everybody knows that now, that if you can sign a player, and it seemed to me like when I was signing a player in the Bundesliga too, it wouldn't cost anything to get a player on loan, but as soon as you jump up into that Bundesliga and the other clubs know that you got money, that is it. They want to charge you the absolute earth. I mean, I thought I got an optional future fee of 52 million, but I'm paying 100k a month plus 11k of his wages, which is a massive amount of money. But then I did get a few free transfers in. Maxi Oyedeli, got him, never heard of him before to be fair. Polish defensive midfielder, came through from Man United, a couple of seasons on loan at Wimbledon and Bristol City, and his contract had run out. And I looked at it and I thought, you know what, good mentals, good physicals, technicals, could do with a bit of work, but he still is only 20. But as a ball winning midfielder, don't think I could go wrong with that one. Same with Amari Hutchison. He'd left Chelsea, didn't really get anywhere with it, but as a flair, unpredictable sort of player who can do things, again, I thought I'd give it a shot, and you know what? 7 games, 2 goals. Not too bad. I'm quite happy with that as a starting side of things. Then we got another youngster come through, and another youngster here. Don't know whether they'll progress or not. We'll see. But it's one of those, if you can get a couple that are just even average players and you sell them on, you're still making money on it. Luca Harainen. Harainen, I think is how you say it. But yeah, Finnish centre midfielder. Again, 21 years old. Good all-round sort of player. Again, only got him for 350k. And then a backup left back who's got some potential ability, but is just there more for cover. Matteo Chablas. And yeah, overall, I'm quite happy with that. I did sell a couple of players. A couple went out on loan. Bullet, I decided to send out on loan for a full season because I didn't want his progress to slow down. Templeman, I just did not like as a player, so I thought, get rid. Cometio got unhappy because he wasn't playing, so again, I got him in a free transfer, sold him for 1.4. That's good business at the end of the day. And Keki Top and Nicholas Dorr, both young strikers, going out on loan to get first team experience. So that's all the transfer business I did. Looking at the schedule, warm-up wise, it didn't go too well, and I was a little bit concerned. But then we played our last friendly against Copenhagen, won that 3-1, and then it just didn't stop. And we've actually had to play, because we're in the Conference League and we had to go through the qualifying round. We've played a lot of games. This took a little while to get through, but 4-0 win, 6-0 win in the Pokal. So a 4-0 win in the Conference League, first leg, 6-0 win in the Pokal first round, 3-0 win in the second leg, then a 2-1 win in the Bundesliga, great start, then a 3-0 win in the first leg of the next qualifying round for the Conference League, then a 1-0 win away at Hamburg, I believe. Yeah, Hamburg in the Bundesliga again. Very happy with that. And then another win in the second leg of the qualifying round, and then a draw just to finish it off before I do the simulation. So overall, that's a really, really good start to the season. So that means we are into the Bundesliga competition, the Pokal still, and also into the league phase of the Conference League. So this is going to be an interesting season, and I'm hoping that we are going to do something special and not do what some teams do when we qualify for Europe and we've got 2 ahead of ourselves and we end up dropping back down to mid-table. Although saying that, the club vision for this season is to reach the knockout stage of the Europa Conference League, and finish mid-table and reach the latter stages of the Pokal. So we'll see how we get on. So what I'll do now is I'll run the simulation and I'll see you guys when it's all done. Welcome back, guys, and that is whoa, my word. That's a great achievement. That's a fantastic achievement. Second season in the Bundesliga and we finished 5th. So we're a place higher than we were last season, and we're only a point off the Champions League spots. Wow. That is amazing progress. So let's have a little check out the league table. So yeah, we've missed the Conference League this time. We're actually into the Europa League proper this time. And we had a great run to the end of the season where we made the most of it. And in fact, if we didn't draw that game against Mainz again, we missed out just by dropping one result in the last 5 games of the season. We would have been in the Champions League. But again, it's progress. And it's progress that you can actually see. So we're going from the Bundesliga 2 as champions into the Bundesliga. We qualified for the Europa Conference League, and then we're qualified for the Europa League. So hopefully we're on a steady trajectory upwards. So yeah, looking at it, we lost a lot more games this season compared to last season, I believe. Oh no, only one more. But we actually managed to win a lot more. Cool. Some big scores in there as well. Some really big scores. Good goal difference again as well. So we're solid at the back still. Who do we lose against? Bayern, Leipzig, Dortmund. Shock horror. Don't really make that much difference. I'm still very, very happy. So let's have a look at the squad and see how they got on. Let's have a look at the selection info. Now, at the start of the season, no, not the start of the season. As I ran the simulation, I ran it up into the youth candidates come through, and I noticed there were a couple of players who weren't playing as much as I would like them to help them progress. So I put Wajago in at the end of the season, around about the March time, when you get the youth candidates come in, to make sure that you actually got a little bit more game time. Unfortunately, that didn't work out and I didn't save it properly, but I'll remember that for next season. But looking at this, let's have a look at players on here. So Podlak looks like he was our chief goalkeeper and is progressing quite nicely. Now, a very important player, valued 12 to 13 million, with a potential 5-star ability. I mean, I think this guy's going to be, he's 21 and he's first team goalkeeper already. 17 clean sheets over the entire season, which isn't surprising since he's got an aerial reach of 19, which more than likely will hit up to 20, because I think I've read somewhere that this guy's being compared to Courtois because of his frame and his agility, which again, being almost 2 meters tall, I could see that comparison. Looking at the other players going through, so Baumgart played a lot of games. Scholl played a lot of games, which I'm quite happy with. Shown a little bit of progression, that's very good. Callum Doyle played a hell of a lot of games, and again, good average rating overall. 45 games this season, 3 goals. Very happy with that. Let's go down and have a look at Becker. Yep. In fact, let's rearrange this by appearances. So let's have a look at it. Sucic, very good. Ulrich. Oh. To be fair, I did not expect him to be one of the first team starters, but it looks like he was. 48 games this season, 13 goals, 16 assists, 7 man of the matches, and the average rating is outstanding. may have found another gem here. I don't know. Speaking of gems, oh, there he is. My free transfer wonder striker, Beereth. Another 33 goals this season in 45 games, with 11 assists and 8 man of the matches. Let's have a look at his career history here. It's not bad. You look at that. League games alone, that's 59 games and 47 goals for a free transfer striker that I'd never heard of. I don't know whether any of you guys had heard of before, but this guy's an absolute bargain. And he's done amazingly for us. So, yeah. Thomas, better return this year as well. Overall, you have a look at the goals. Ulrich, Kunyu, even Ben Doak had a great season as well. I mean, I'm not going to be able to afford the 52 million to buy him, but he's progressed a lot, and I'm sure Liverpool will be very, very happy with that. I'm sure of that. You can ring me next time, Klopp. 42 games, 10 goals, 12 assists. Great average ratings. Overall, very, very, very happy with that. If I have a look at the finances, overall balance is looking even better now. 65 million in the positive. Transfer budget hasn't been sorted yet. Our scouting budget's over budget, but it is what it is. And then we have a look at the debts. Wow. So, third season, only our second season in the Bundesliga, and I've managed to get the debt reduced down by 76 million. That is some great progress again. Transfer wise, I don't think there was anything that occurred in the January time going out. Nope. Sort by date. Nope, can't see anything there. So now we're at a point where we've got this squad, and if I sort out their general info, you look at their age, and say the average age at the moment is 22. I only have one player over the age of 30 to get rid of. The question is, where would you guys take this now? I'm going to run one more year of simulations on this, which I'm currently in progress in doing, and that will be season number 4. After season number 4, I want to open up to you guys in the comments, make some suggestions what you'd like me to do. Would you like me to carry on trying to make Schalke progress and topple the mighty Bayern Munich and Leipzig and Dortmund in Germany? Any players that you want to suggest, any tips you want to suggest, I will open the floor to you guys after the next episode, and we'll take it from there and see what happens. But thank you very much, guys, for joining me. Please hit the like and subscribe button with the little bell icon, and I will see you guys at the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.